Hello and welcome back to About Tonight here on Channel 31. I'm really excited to welcome our next guest, Jen Kirkman.
Thank you. I just threw confetti at myself. Thanks for having me.
Well, you're like, I'm gonna celebrate me. You
Totally
know?
celebrating myself.
It's a real honor to. You've got a big thing stuck in the middle of your hair there. But
That's all right.
Fine.
I think it's cool.
It kind of looks like toilet paper, but maybe it is. Maybe I just didn't notice
that
it.
is toilet paper.
That's good.
Thanks, guys.
This is Spod, my musical
beautiful work.
guest.
Got to hit pause.
Yeah, that's well. You really did. You did a great job. You're fired. No, I'm just kidding. So welcome to Melbourne again.
Thank you.
You've been here a bunch of times
Yeah.
now, right?
This is my third year here for the festival.
I heard that you're really into how everyone tells you how great the coffee is in Melbourne.
Oh
all
my
the
God,
time.
it's so annoying. I just had an incident this morning in my hotel. There's a coffee shop in it. And look, I'm the type of person that sips on a coffee for hours all day long.
Really?
Is this bothering you?
It's just really, yeah, that's so, okay,
I'm
great.
not the kind of person that wants to have it, get it done quick, and then I'd like to sip all day. And so I ordered a long black, and I just, then it's that lunch coffee, and I was like, can you just add a lot of hot water to it?
You mean you want one of those big American ones? That's not how we do it.
I know, but I just did 6 hours of press today, and I was going to be holding my coffee, and I just didn't want to. It gets me too jittery, so I like to draw it out. Yeah,
I did that. I did the jittery. I had a real strong coffee. And I didn't eat, so woo!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so if I'm at a cafe, I do it proper. But I was like, you know what? It's just a coffee shop and a hotel. They can calm down. And so the one guy was like, well, then it wouldn't be a long black anymore. Oh no. And so then the guy that worked there was like, she did this last year, which I was weirded out that he remembered.
That is weird.
So it must have either made a lasting impact of my rudeness.
Why are you still working at the coffee shop?
No. Why am I still a comedian a year later? I should have known better. So I don't mind it, but I love the coffee, but but
people go on about it.
It's too much.
It's our thing, and it's funny because people in Melbourne are Melbourne's known for people are wow, Melbourne coffee is so good. But a while ago I Googled the best city for coffee in the world, and it's there's 12 cities that are Istanbul is the best. And I'm all of these places, they all think that they're oh, everyone knows that we're the best.
You would think maybe Colombia would have the best coffee. I think Paris.
Italy or something?
That's what I would think. So I'm it's great. I feel like it's comes from an insecure place though. And I want to just say it's good. I love it here. Don't even reduce yourselves to being about the coffee. It's a great country.
Don't be the coffee whores.
There's so much more to offer than coffee.
Yeah, our unique laneways that we have.
Hot culture.
He's from Sydney, and
I love laneway
they don't
culture.
have laneway culture.
No,
there.
they don't, do they?
They just have beautiful beaches and really hot people.
It's more about yacht culture.
Yeah, we're talking a lot about
I'm
yachts
super
before.
into yachts. I brought my yacht from America here.
This is a difference between where we're at and where
I have
at.
a yacht. I put on wheels. I roll it down Queen Street. I'll be parking it outside the town hall.
I just want to go in. I was saying before earlier in the show, I was saying my career goal is to get a photo on a yacht, and with somebody who has more than 100,000 Instagram followers.
Sure, yeah.
How many Instagram followers do you have?
I don't have 100. I have 100-something thousand Twitter followers.
172,000.
Oh,
yeah.
But Instagram, I only have 40,000. I don't put enough
only
naked.
40,000.
I don't put enough naked pictures up.
Do you have a sound effect that goes wah wah wah?
Wah, wah,
Okay,
wah.
That's pretty good. I feel okay, this isn't a horrible thing to say. I was on a yacht once in Sydney. Was not my yacht. I was the guest of a rich person who was being nice to all the people she knew that were not rich. And we, doodled around the harbor, and it was the greatest. And I took pictures with my friends because it was obvious, we are guests on a yacht. This is pretty. Look, the opera house. But I feel like when you're a comedian who gets to the level of being able to get the yacht, then don't take pictures. It's never funny. What is funny about being wealthy? To me, it's just hide it if you are.
Yeah, I saw a picture of a comedian that it's on a private jet, and I'm well, now everyone's well, it's an easy way to. Comedians like to cut each other down as well. It's how did he get that private jet? I want to get on the private jet.
Yeah, I think it's only cool if you're the opening
rapper.
act, yes, if you're the opening act of a comedian who's on a private jet and you take that photo like,
Yes.
oh, I would never normally do this, here is this. But then once it's your private jet, just pretend that
Do
you're
you
in
have a
coach.
private jet? And
No.
do you need an opening act?
I don't have either. I don't have either. But I have been on a private jet as someone's opening act. And
Really?
I don't like it. It's scary and they're small, and I would much rather just fly a regular
Can
plane.
you say who the act was?
Yeah, it was Chelsea Handler.
Oh, cool,
she
yeah.
likes, but she makes it like a funny thing. Like I fly, like
Yeah.
it's her thing.
Well, that's sort of her thing, being like, oh, I splash money around.
Yeah,
and
she's
I
kinda like
know
a-
I'm rich and I'm famous.
She's kind of like a baller, but I hate when people do the faux humility private jet things. Like, oh, what was this photo of me in a private jet?
Yeah.
Like they don't mention they're in one,
Like
and
a
you're
humble
like,
brag.
yeah, I hate it. And you're like, I can see that there's like a refrigerator. I know you're on a private jet.
Yeah, it's like a mirror selfie. It's like, oh, do you like my outfit? And there's just like a private jet behind them. Like, oh, here, I totally forgot where I was. Yeah, I just wanted to see if you like my outfit.
Yeah, you either have to like be a baller about it or just pretend, just keep pretending like Joan Rivers used to do. She used to act like she was always broke. Like, I need to work because I need to make
Yeah.
money. It was like, you live in a palace.
Yeah, you're doing totally fine.
Yeah, yeah.
You're Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Wait,
right.
I'm Joan Rivers?
No.
Oh, you were saying that. I'm just kidding.
No, you can't. She's. Oh my God, she's come back. She's embodied in you. We're going to go to an ad break, and then we will be
Okay.
back with Jen Kirkman here on About Tonight. Welcome back to About Tonight, and we are back with our guest, Jen Kirkman.
Thank you. What a great ad that was. I'm going to buy some.
Oh yeah, what probably it's probably like a suburban like mum and dad like white goods store or something.
I'm
like
going to
that.
buy one.
You should go and buy
Mum and Dad.
that washing machine or something. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming on. And I was going to introduce you before as my favorite misandrist comedian.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you do a lot of great work on Twitter.
Thank you. I might just embrace it and become a misandrist.
Yeah.
Or
Well, I mean,
misandrist? I don't know
at
how
some
to say
point
it.
it's hard not to. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It's
do
a-
you
it's
know what
a-
a misandrist is?
I have no idea.
It means that you hate men.
Oh, yeah.
It's a term men made up.
Yeah, right.
They made me get you on here as a quota thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. I get it. But I represent all men.
It's not because of talent, you know, because that's
Yeah.
how it works with those quota things. Anyway, yeah, no, you do really good work on
Thank you.
Twitter, just fighting the good fight all the time.
Yeah. I feel like what else am I supposed to do with Twitter if not to expose?
Yeah, exactly.
It just shocks me when young guys sound like old guys.
Mm.
Like in a weird way, I almost appreciate the older guy sexism, like slap on the butt, hey honey.
They
Like
don't
they're
understand.
oddly, weirdly respectful in a weird way where if you speak up to them, they kind of like that you're brassy. And then if you tell a younger guy, like, hey, you know, you don't need to comment on my looks.
Yeah.
They're like, what? And they freak out and they
Feminism's not a
collapse.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They melt like an ice cream on a sidewalk. And
Yeah.
it's just so unattractive.
But like the old guy feminism, at least it's like feminist. The old guy like misogyny, at least
Yeah.
it's like gentlemanly, I guess.
It's gentlemanly.
I'll
It's absolutely gentlemanly.
Open the door for you and I'll pay you less money. But
Yeah, yeah.
it seems it's done with a smile on its face at least.
Yeah, there's something charming about it.
Whereas young guys are just like, no, women don't get paid less, or they're like, I'm a feminist, but, or they get
That
angry
whole
when you
thing.
don't explain it to them in a way that is palatable
Yes.
to them.
Tone policing. That's
Yeah.
my favorite thing to say on Twitter. It's my favorite obnoxious like buzzword to say.
Yeah.
Stop tone policing me.
Stop tone policing me. Oh yeah, like because it's like, how dare you get angry when somebody when for you probably like 1,000 dudes a day are like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but let me just play devil's advocate for a second.
And like that's so fun. Oh, I love Devil's Advocate.
I love.
That scared me.
What was that?
I don't know, but it seemed like a puppet was going to come out or something.
Haven't you met our crazy puppet?
I don't think Devil's Advocate is fun or like,
No.
and then they go, oh, sorry, you don't want to hear both
Discuss,
sides of
yeah.
it. I go, there's no discussion. You don't discuss both sides of slavery.
Yeah, it's like-
it's like
yeah.
they're just like one is bad, one is
You
good.
don't discuss both sides of racism. You know what I
No.
mean? It's like if you said, oh, I was with my friend, my Asian friend, and somebody called them a Ching Chong Chinaman.
Yeah.
The person wouldn't be like, look, but you know, there's something to be. They were referring to older Oriental culture or something. You wouldn't do that. You're like, yeah, I know that we're not allowed to argue about racist stuff anymore because we all know that we're not supposed to be racist unless you are like a proper racist.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. There's people still hanging on to that, and
And you're like
God bless
owning
them.
that, which you know, it's like they're really There's some balls about that, but then it's like the people that pretend like they're in the middle, but really...
Those are the people that scare me.
The people who act like they're not conservative and like they're like left-leaning.
Yeah,
and then they do stuff that undermine women, or like they don't listen to you.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
They get their guy mates to do stuff and create like this bro-y kind of culture.
Right.
I know that you had a website years ago that was all about promoting women in comedy.
Yeah, I can't believe I did that actually. I'm like shocked at myself.
Yeah.
My friend and I started it in the year 2000, I think. It was called girlcomic.net. And we just noticed we were all doing like open mics in New York City, and we noticed that the dudes we know were just writing scripts, and no one had asked them to. They were just writing and being like a normal, confident person, like, I'm gonna try my hand at this. And the women were socialized differently, and they were more auditioning and waiting to get picked for things. And then we were like, just write. The guys say they're writers because they write, so let's just say we're writers and we'll write. And we had women write funny essays, and then we did an interview every month with a different famous woman, and it was really cool. And our tagline was feminism funny. And I can't, like, thinking back then.
It's like before it had come back into the
mainstream.
mainstream.
Like back then it was like we thought we're pretty much on the edge of everything getting better, and then it got terrible again.
Yeah, I know. How did that happen? It's like it's more out in the open, but then it's like revenge porn and like weird online dating, like entitlement and that sort of stuff.
Maybe it's just it's the last gasp of everything before we fully take over.
I feel like it's a revolutions have to be like, people are like, why are you getting so angry? It's like, well, there's been like stuff in wars and things like that before things have changed. It's like,
I
it's
think
a revolution.
it's fine to be angry. And my new thing is like, I don't understand how women haven't just got taken to the streets,
Yeah, I know.
with guns or whatever,
that's what
or
I
done
said.
like a sex thing in that like that Greek thing, Lysistrata, like, do not have sex with any men until they stop and listen and change.
Well, I was saying, like, you know how they're always like, oh, how do we stop violence against women? It's like, well, women, like, don't leave the house. And I was like, because we don't have guns in Australia. I'm like, I've got a solution, guns, but only for women.
Yes.
That would really stop it, like, really quickly, I think.
I said that once on Twitter, and someone goes, there's a male comedian who I guess is doing a joke like that in his act now. And they're like, oh, I just wanted to let you know I already heard this guy say that. And I'm like, oh, that's good that he's getting that material.
I know.
That's for us to say. You know, like, I'm gonna keep saying stuff like that. Like, but now that guys
was there
are like,
a joke about that? That's like
I
a
don't
bit
know.
that I was. No,
I know it's a
doesn't
bit
matter.
I feel like we should still keep doing it because it's our thing to talk about. Like, Louis C.K. has a bit about street harassment, and I have the same thing. And they're like, he said that already. I'm like, well, I experienced it, so he can say it all he wants, and I will not stop saying it.
Sometimes it's like, with the dude, it's like, wow, he's amazing, bit about blah, and then it's like, oh, she keeps whinging about blah, blah, blah. You know?
I've had guys tweet me like, have you seen Aziz Ansari's TV episode about street harassment? I'm like, I don't care.
I'm in that
I love
episode,
him, and he's a nice person, but like, I experience it every day. Like, I don't need to watch an episode about it from a guy's point of view.
Wow, is that what it's really
He just
like?
blew my mind with the thing I didn't know about my entire life experience.
Well, that's
oh my God, I
awesome.
sound so bitter. That's not what I, who cares what I sound like?
Who gives a shit?
Yes.
I probably could, like.
Why would I knock your desk over? He's waving us in.
Yeah, it's like he's going, you're doing a great job. No, do you talk about, what are you talking about in your show, just quickly?
My tits look weird, speaking of. Can I say? My show is about all the times in my life where I thought I was like super doing things the right way and then not. So it's like short little stories, and one of them is about being totally self-absorbed on the actual 9/11. About I got blackout drunk the night before and told a friend of mine I was in love with him, and I was already in a relationship, and then I was in New York, and it was 9/11, and I was like, I know, but also I'm having a personal problem,
like,
so it's about me being an idiot.
Can we think about me for a second?
Yeah, I did a talent show when I was a little girl, and there's a whole thing about I ruined the Popular Girls number, and then I had to go to anger management, and taking a fear of flying course and failing, all kinds of things I've done that are stupid.
That's awesome.
And the show ends with a story about a road rage incident.
No, it sounds great. All right, well,
yeah.
Sounds amazing. It's on at the Arts Centre until the 6th of April.
That's true.
And it is called I Know What I'm Doing and Other Lies. I've told myself?
I tell myself.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Okay.
It's long enough of a title. You get it.
Just Google Jen Kirkman. Go and troll her on Twitter.
Yes, please do.
Don't do that, please.
No,
don't. Thank you very much for joining us, Jen Kirkman.
It's been so lovely to be here. Sorry to be a misinterest.
No, yeah, well, I hate men too, so it's fine. All right, we'll be back after the break.
Girls got it. Take this loving and you put it in your pocket. So who's gonna ride with me? This jam's 110 degrees, 'cause all the boys want it and all the girls got it. Take this loving and you put it in your pocket.